The ecosystem approach to management, or ecosystem-based management, is a management principle or management strategy that has been adopted for use in the work of the Arctic Council. We have been working on this for a number of years now in an expert group that was established by the PAME, the Protection of the Arctic Marine Environment Working Group, in 2007. Now, the ecosystem approach to management includes several items, several elements that are important. It includes the element of setting objectives for how we would like the ecosystem to be, ecological objectives. It includes the assessment of the conditions in the ecosystem, including influence of human activities on the ecosystem. It includes also valuation of ecosystem goods and services, and it includes to define the ecosystems that we are to manage. And so we have had a round of work in the Arctic Council to identify now 18 large marine ecosystems, which then divides up the overall Arctic marine areas. And then as the final element are the management actions that have to be taken by Arctic states that are responsible for management of their own areas that are within the identified large marine ecosystems.
So the ecosystem approach to management takes a lot of different kinds of people to make it work. We have at government institutions and in universities scientists who have spent a lot of their careers defining the ecosystem, describing the ecosystem, setting ecological objectives for the ecosystem, and also looking at other aspects of that we have in the ecosystem approach to management. Nonetheless, there is also a group of people for whom the ecosystem approach to management is really intended and designed, and those are the managers. And typically managers are regulators. They're people who manage fisheries. They're people who manage oil and gas development. And they are the people who use this common body of knowledge that we call the ecosystem approach to management. Therefore, when you're putting the common body of knowledge together, you would really like to have managers involved in building that body of knowledge. You would like to know from the manager's perspective what kinds of information they find most useful, and in some cases what kind of information they find is critical. That is the kind of information that they really can't do without. So, and it's harder though to get managers involved in this process. In the Arctic, some of the managers are indigenous peoples. Some of the Inuvialuit in northern Canada, for example, have co-management responsibilities equal to that of the government of Canada. To get these managers who live in remote localities engaged in the development of the ecosystem approach to management is challenging. It's challenging because of the distances involved. It's challenging because of the travel costs attendant to those distances. So we are working to try to figure out how we can get a broad cross-section of individuals, of scientists and managers involved in the development of the body of knowledge we call the ecosystem approach to management.